Hey guys, I'm just gonna make sure it's recording really quickly here. Yeah, it is. Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to code anti-velocity, which basically what that is when a player hits you or an animal hits you or anything like that, instead of flying backwards or to the side or anything, you just stand still. So it gives you a better competitive advantage during PvP. Now, I did do this tutorial twice already. However, I wasn't happy with the quality of my microphone, and it was really staticky, and I apologize for that, even though you guys didn't hear it. Sorry, I had to pop my ears. I'm a little bit sick, so my voice might be a bit weird. Basically, before we start, I'm gonna clarify a few things. Minecraft coding is basically a gateway. Now, you can use this gateway to go herp derp I code Minecraft Clint's. Can I has hacks now? And just go through and copy the code that I write down without learning anything. You know, and then go up to your friends and go like, "Hey guys, look what I did," and they'll think you're so cool, and they will think you're so cool. Or you can take this knowledge that I'm giving you. You can make your client. However, I'm not going to be showing you how to do anything fancy. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to be showing you the basics, and then once you know the basics, you should be able to, if you listened, you should be able to, take that knowledge and just twist and turn it into your own thing. Go through the classes, see what code that you think you can exploit to your own advantage, and go ahead and do it. I'm just here to teach you how. So let's just I'm giving you enough rope to hang yourself with, and if you do, it's your fault. If you just skid this and don't do anything like with actual Java, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. So I also want to go on and say this is not the best way to code Minecraft clients. This is all we're going to be doing is editing classes really, which is very inefficient. But this is for beginners. What a lot of people do, including myself, sorry, is we make our own packages and classes, and within those packages and classes, we create our own code. We hook everything, and we barely, sometimes not even have to touch actual Minecraft code. Uh, so what we can do with that is whenever Minecraft updates, which is a lot because Jeb can't get his shit straight, uh, we just drag those classes over and boom, we're done with the update. However, when the update comes out, you'll have to go through and recode this, which it's not too hard. Just open two eclipses and just copy and paste all the code from the other client over. But it does take probably about an hour, whereas coding in your own classes does not. It takes about 2 seconds, probably a minute. Anyways, so let's jump straight into it. The class you'll need is entity client player mp.java and packet28 entity velocity.java. I've gone ahead and created my own class, booleans.java, and set public static boolean anti-velocity to false. In order to create a new class, all you have to do is click on net.minecraft.src, right click, new, hit class, and then name your class booleans. Once inside booleans, go ahead and write what I've written here. Basically what this is this is an on and off switch. When it's set to false, you can consider that as it being off, as it's false. However, we're going to talk about how to change that, to be, going to talk about flipping that switch to become an on switch, or not an on switch, excuse me, flipping that switch back and forth between false and true. So you can set this to true. However, that means as soon as the game starts, it's already going to be on, and we don't want to do that. We want to set it to false. So we have to toggle it. Now, let's go into packet28 entity velocity.java around line 88, and let's get started. Here's the void that processes packets regarding the net handler and handling the entity velocity. So for if you're watching this tutorial, we're currently in Minecraft 1.4.7. If you're watching this tutorial, say 1.5, 1.5.2, however many updates Jeb throws out, it could be different and it could change. So I'm gonna tell you right now, par1 net handler dot handle entity velocity and public void process packet net handler and par1 net handler. I also don't know, if this is gonna be like 480p, 720p. I just set up Bandicam. I have no fucking clue. So that's why I'm talking you through it as well as I'm going to be going through it, because I'm an idiot and I actually just remembered that. So I'm kind of going to talk you through it. So if it's a bit fuzzy to you, my apologies. That will be fixed in the next episode. Let's jump in. So we're going to start off with a good old-fashioned if statement. If, parentheses, booleans, which is our class, and then the boolean within our class, which we called anti-velocity. Now, let's press enter and throw a squiggly bracket in there, and then press enter again, which if you're using Eclipse, should go ahead and give you another one with a line in between. This is called a block. Inside of the block is what will, anything we put in between this if statement, in between these squiggly brackets rather, is what will execute when booleans.anti-velocity, excuse me, is set to true. So let's go ahead and get started. Return. Alright, and we're done. So basically, instead of handling the velocity of the entity, which would be us, it just doesn't. It returns. It returns to nothing. Which, thus, when someone hits us with this on, it just doesn't send us flying. It does not send us anywhere else besides the ground. It does not move us. It does not touch us. Now, if you just go ahead and run this like that, 1, you'll have no way of toggling it. 2, it will always be on no matter what. Now, we can go ahead and write else, right on the end of the squiggly bracket of the if statement. What this does is, if booleans.anti-velocity is set to true, return. If it's not set to true, handle the velocity. So basically what this does is, when it's off, go ahead and handle the velocity. When it's on, return. So the else statement is, if it's on, do this. Else, do that. If else, basically. It's commonly referred to as if else statement. So let's go ahead and toggle it. Head over to entity client player mp.java. I've already got it open. We're going to be under the public void send chat message string par1 str around line 176. Ignore all other code I have got here, because, that's for my other client that I'm coding. You don't need it. That's just, it's regardless. I mean, not regardless. Herp derp, I know words good, sorry. My mind's not all here, I'm pretty sick. So we're going to do if par1 str, which stands for string, dot starts, sorry, I'm sick. I already said that, but, quotations. Par1 str dot starts with, parentheses, and, quotations. In here, we're going to write dot, anti knockback. Then we're going to, and of course this is an if statement, so we're going to go ahead and open the brackets, and go ahead and write booleans, which is our class, dot anti-velocity, which is our boolean, equals exclamation point booleans dot anti-velocity, and end that with a semicolon. So basically what this does is it toggles booleans dot anti-velocity into the opposite state. So if it's set to false, then it goes to true. If you set it to true and type this again, it'll set it back to false. Now, if you go ahead and try this right now, sure, it will toggle anti-velocity. However, it will also send the chat message in chat for everyone to see that you were cheating. So let's go ahead and throw a nifty return. So now what this does is, instead of sending the chat message, all it does is toggle the boolean and nothing else, which is what we want, so no one can see that we're cheating. I'm not going to go ahead and go into and be sure to save, by the way. I'm not going to go test this, as it's very simple. It's very few lines of code, and I'm sure you guys can handle testing it on your own. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and again, I'm sorry if this was fuzzy. I hope my microphone quality was alright for the tutorial, and expect more. I'll see you guys later.